SG60. Kita merdeka. Semangat lagi tuan-tuan. Kalau macam ni, macam mana nak merdeka? Merdeka!
Merdeka! Lagi sekali yang bersemangat merdeka!
So like where is the Singaporean solidarity? I mean, apart from, when you have like serious disasters like the sinkhole incident, then you could really feel like people came together. Like, after that, then you get all this like we fight against each other.
I think more importantly that relates to a sense of like what's our identity, our national identity. Like last time,
the land of immigrants.
No.
This is a struggle which maybe our early generation cannot relate to.
It's counting, but I mean, because when you're talking about survival just now, right, fighting for your independence, fighting for survival, like that gives you a sense of like ownership, like you say, like ownership of the place. These kinds of struggles, right, if you think about it, it's quite funny because the struggles of today actually make you feel resentful about your where you are. As opposed to making you feel like you have ownership.
Right.
Nowadays, like when you have struggle, you blame it on your place of living. You say it's fuck Singapore because
actually that's damn true, bro. I didn't see that.
You're listening to Plan B Podcast. The opinions expressed and shared on this podcast are of our own.
Some breaking news that we want to get to right now, and that is this.
Government will support you, the individual works hard, and the employers will employ and promote fairly.
Always underestimate,
Welcome to planb.sg.
SG60, 60 years, kita merdeka.
Yeah.
Merdeka. Semangat lagi tuan-tuan. Kalau macam ni, macam mana nak merdeka? Merdeka.
So we're usually an English language channel, but I guess
that's the
national language, right?
Lee Kuan Yew said that in Malaysia.
It's still the national language, right?
Yeah. But he spoke like that, right?
Yeah,
I didn't.
With
know.
He was like at that time he was celebrating Malaysian independence. Then he was giving a speech in front of a lot of dignitaries or whatever from different states in Malaysia. And said, "Ayo sama-sama kita merdeka." Dan merdeka. Mana boleh macam ni tuan-tuan? Kita mesti kuat, lebih semangat. Macam mana nak merdeka? Merdeka. Merdeka. I was like, whoa.
I remember he said the phrase satu lagi dengan penuh semangat.
Yeah.
I can't imagine something like that happening today, to be honest.
Huh?
Like,
yeah, of course. This is a thing of the past.
Like, it
Today,
sounds so like,
what you talking about?
People look at you funny, I think, if you tried that.
Yeah, is that a good thing?
I mean, we already have our independence. What else? What other independence are we fighting for?
Are Singaporeans less patriotic today as compared to 60 years ago?
Shit.
I think definitely, man.
You have to ask this for like the
I think
National Day week.
Right.
Yeah, because
Different circumstances.
yeah, like our Merdeka generation, then the Pioneer generation, all the fellas who have to like fight for survival.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, my uncles would have my older uncles lived through the war.
Right.
They all remember that freshly in their minds. Bombs falling beside them.
Yeah.
So that's a different level of patriotism. You feel the sense of ownership. You fought for this independence.
True. Yes.
We've had it handed to us, in a sense.
So, I'm asking the new generation.
I am already. I've accepted it. I am one of
But
the
you
older ones
feel
already.
proud to be Singaporean?
I mean, I don't know. Like, why would I be? It's not something to be proud of. I mean, I'm proud of the country,
Okay.
but like to be Singaporean, I mean, I was born here by chance.
Right.
Big fuck.
Like, if you had a choice, would you want to be born in a different country?
No. For sure, no.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
fast, no. I mean, where else? Seriously, you tell me.
China?
Like this, no. Like this world, almost 200 countries. You tell me, which other country would you rather have been born in?
Thailand.
Why?
What?
No.
Yeah, so random.
I was just joking.
You don't even go to Thailand often.
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
I'm quite well traveled, and every time I'm traveling, I'm always. I went to Middle Eastern countries.
True,
I know you might say whatever you want, but I'm always reminded of how well this country is run, and basically the connectivity of the people. You might say that's bullshit or whatever. I've experienced extreme form of racism outside this country.
Yes.
While there's still racism here, yes, it's something that we can improve upon. Our systems here very hard to beat out. You might say, you haven't really tasted the world-class trains on Switzerland or whatever. I've went there. Some good, some bad, expensive, cost of living. And of course, one of the places that I want to retire in is in Perlis, Malaysia.
Nice.
Countryside. But until I reach a certain age, I still want to make my money here and live here,
Yeah.
you know. there'll be a time where I feel I don't want all this buzz. I want to kind of like take a slower pace of life, because the pace of life in Singapore is very fast. It's very fast. Sometimes I like, hey, it's Friday already. You know, it's always chasing for a lot of things, and you put in like a, I wouldn't say dog eat dog world, but like in a rat race sometimes I feel. Even as a startup, you're made to compete with different competition, and if you're not on point, you're not on your toes, you are going to be leveled.
Then you definitely don't want to be born in China.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, just talking about aspirations and Singapore living, things like cost of living is constantly an issue. But I mean, I'm at the age where my children are growing up, and I'm looking at them, and I'm sure you can relate. Right? But sometimes I have these conversations with my wife where we wonder whether we should just, like, you know, liquidate, sell everything,
and move.
To
where?
To wherever that doesn't cost much, so you got time. So you have time to watch them grow, you know.
Right.
But it's difficult because I'm super alpha. My wife is super alpha. Like I think we would get super bored and kill each other if we did that, you know.
Hey, that's a real thing. I've heard of certain some celebrities here in Singapore. They decide to take a slow pace of life. They bought a villa in Bali, did some Airbnb over there, and live at the, you know, in spare rooms. And it wasn't really a very fruitful life.
Then they feel bored.
Yeah, they feel really bored because they are born in Singapore, so it's a different pace of life. Going there, you're surrounded by nature. You got to adapt to a different kind of life.
Like so, that's the thing, right? Like the grass is always greener on the other side. Like the idea of slowing down is nice. Living through it is another thing. Like, I mean, I've also gone on holidays where it's like by the, you know, like remote island, just like
no handphone.
Yeah. And it's like, it's nice for like 2 weeks. And then after that, you get bored. And I just cannot imagine how people live their whole lives like
do you think you could transition to that?
I think he can.
I cannot.
I honestly think he can. He
I
needs
will
more
kill
time.
somebody. I will.
No, I think you will find a book, you learn a new language, and then you start entertaining yourself.
More time to read. You build your own personal library at home, and then you have like more nature, go on walks.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice.
Taste different food.
I will
ride
end
a
up,
horse.
I mean, you're right. Like, you're right. I will end up.
You will.
I will end up starting a project. It may not be like, you know, like super fast paced kind of like thing, but I will end up with a project.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, right? Is that so bad? Like,
here's what I think. Like, I come from minority race, right? I always like hear my race. You know, when they go overseas, they say, you know, come overseas, it's easier to start a life outside of Singapore. I agree. Because I feel because we had our foundation years here. We built a certain sort of grit where we needed to perform sometimes at 150% just to match up with the majority, such that these qualities exist in us, that if you to take us as in the minority, anywhere, throw us anywhere around the world, we can live.
True.
Throw us in Malaysia, we can live. You throw us in Australia,
we'll thrive.
So you see, sometimes when you see, it's better living here, come here. I say because your foundation years were built here.
Actually,
that's scary. Yeah. Then that would mean like your next generation becomes weaker.
Yeah, so you want to liquidate everything, go overseas, and then give your children a better quality of life by your definition. But I feel in the children's formative years, they have to go through some shit, bro. You need to give them shit. Because only through struggle will you be able to foster a different value system.
Yeah, but isn't that like the problem with every single generation?
Yeah.
Because the fact is, like you said, the generations of like your parents or grandparents almost, like the kind of struggles that they face is really very different from the kind of stuff that we face. Like they will laugh if you're telling them about problems today. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but we will also laugh with the struggles that they face because our generation face a different kind of struggle. I was the other day I sent my car to the workshop. I had some time to take Grab. Very interesting. Always my Grab experiences are very interesting. I wouldn't say I'm quite well known in the scene, but obviously. And then I have had conversations with people from different walks of life, and then it's like, hey, Izzah, you send your car for repair. Yeah, I always wanted to meet you. I want to tell you something, and they will freely share the problems that they face. Like for example, at that time, ride hailing for them have taken a 30% dip in terms of earnings since January. They're talking about possible automation, their fears, lack of skill to transition to another job, worry about the lack of jobs available, more people going to Grab to become drivers, affecting the fares. That means even if let's say a passenger were to apply a promo code and they get a discount, that is taken off the earnings of the driver, you know. So these things are, I feel, because Grab in a sense have a sort of monopoly in the ride-hailing industry. They're even going to Grab taxi or whatever. So there are certain things that they share about. I was thinking like, so as I age, there are different challenges that we face. So when you talk about struggle, this is a struggle. Struggle, that means facing with the advent of the possibility of you losing your job to AI, to autonomous machines. And we're talking about how you are right now being asked to study AI, right? Legal firms, right? Because potentially they have to adopt AI as part of the legal framework. I don't know what is this. Like, will it make lawyers totally useless, or?
I doubt that it will make it useless, but
I read about it.
I mean, to stay up to date, you need to have it. You need to use it effectively, and there are a lot of courses for it now, especially for law.
And I'm speaking with property agents who are about my age, and some of them are transitioning to study law. They're taking law. I say, why are you taking law? Sales not for me. Imagine right now they have like a system built in place to do their sales whatever, and it is so effective. In fact, he is worried. He see that the veteran players in his industry are on a sunset, and they are unable to catch up with the advent of technology. And that's why he is trying to put his eggs in a different basket, studying a new skill just so that he can be relevant. He can do law and property in the case in terms of sales in the future. It might drop because he is unable to basically do a lot of content creation. He's losing out to the TikTok agents. So I feel this is a struggle which maybe our early generation cannot relate to, because theirs is a different sort of struggle. But let's not discount a struggle as a proper struggle.
It's not about discounting, but I mean, because when you're talking about survival just now, right? Fighting for your independence, fighting for survival, like that gives you a sense of like ownership, like you say, like ownership of the place. These kinds of struggles, right? If you think about it, it's quite funny because the struggles of today actually make you feel resentful about where you are. As opposed to making you feel like you have ownership.
Right.
Nowadays, like when you have struggle, you blame it on your place of living. You say fuck Singapore because
actually that's damn true, bro. I didn't see the angle.
It's like it's the reverse. So I mean, in a way, like, isn't it? It's not that surprising if you think about it, right? Like, because we are not fighting for survival in a unified sense. We're fighting individual survival.
Right.
And I am seeing it as I'm fighting against the system. And what's the system? Singapore.
Will a change of mindset help? Because we know that, as Singapore expands and, accept foreign talent coming right in, setting up base over here, as a financial hub and all that. But if we keep on thinking as Singaporeans, like, we're losing our jobs or whatever to these individuals, then in a sense, we're not building the resilience.
Like what solidarity? So like where is the Singaporean solidarity? I mean, apart from, when you have like serious disasters like the sinkhole incident, then you could really feel like people came up together. We need to stand together, support the migrant worker, whatever. But then after that, then you get all this, like, we fight against each other.
Do you think these issues will come up in the next election cycle?
It was already there, in 25. If you think about it, it was in the undercurrents, but it was there.
I think more importantly, that relates to a sense of like, what's our identity, our national identity. Like last time,
the land of immigrants.
Try telling that to the people who are like 3 generations here.
No, last time when we were in primary school, you got that whole like, CMIO. There's always that portrayal, like one Chinese guy friend with a Malay guy, the Indian guy, whatever.
The standard for people.
And then that has always been that Singaporean brand. Then now what? And is there going to be a polarization of like groups? But it's no longer necessarily racial lines, because people are saying there's a difference between the ultra rich and everyone else, right? And that I think is a big risk in Singapore. We don't want to become. I mean, just by chance, when I was in Jakarta the other day, I was sitting lonely in my hotel room and I watched this Crazy Rich Asians again, right? And
I hate that movie.
It's totally fake, but the reality is there are groups of people who live that way. So they won't have a problem surviving. Are we going to end up hating them? Will they be part of that national identity? Will we still have an identity?
If we build a large enough cash reserve here in Singapore and then we move to Perlis, will we be the Crazy Rich Asian of Malaysia?
Yeah, I mean, confirm. Most Singaporeans, I think, that move actually, to be fair, any migrant group that moves overseas, most of the time you form your own bubbles, right?
Right.
be it with your own community or be it because of your socioeconomic status. If you're like the rich migrant type, you will end up living with just your rich migrant friends. If you are like a poor economic migrant to go there and really work like very blue collar stuff, for example, low skill jobs, then you will also end up within that strata only. So it's like ultimately every single society has to deal with this stratification. And in Singapore, because you talk about CMIO, like it's not just about socioeconomic status, even race. Because I don't feel very connected to some of the other Chinese, especially nowadays. There's more and more mainland migrants coming in. And I mean, in my neighborhood, for example, there's so many shops nowadays. And I'm sure if you go to malls also, you'll see a lot more like really China brands, right? Setting up like China supermarkets.
What?
Oh, like so whole supermarkets, I don't know their name because they're all in Chinese.
Oh, okay.
The whole supermarkets that are China brands. So they import a lot of Chinese goods, which is fine. You got Don Don Donki also, which is Japanese. But what I don't like about it is the fact that like everything is in Chinese. Like the Japanese, they will translate.
Yes.
Because we don't speak Japanese.
No, Donkey, some of them still.
No, that's the thing. Donkey goes Japanese. They translate what? They translate English.
No, some of the ingredients are in Japanese. I need to use Google Translate.
But they have a list, no?
Really?
Like, there's an English list usually they paste on to like it's a sticker they paste on.
The ice cream don't have.
Okay, maybe not every single item, but on their shelves. I know because I just went there. Like they have like printed out at least an English description of what
Mochi
it's
is nice,
supposed
by
to
the
be.
way.
Yeah,
Love it, yeah.
But the Chinese ones, and
Don't have,
somebody once said this to me also. Like you should learn Chinese. Like to me, like, I speak Chinese, right? But I don't speak Chinese that well. So they were telling me like, you should learn Chinese better. You should speak Chinese better. If not, how are you going to do business in the future?
Okay.
And it's like I don't appreciate that very much because
who said this to you?
I won't
Your
name
mother.
No. Like
China
a Chinese,
people.
like a China migrant.
Okay.
And then I'm there thinking like, this is Singapore. Like my working language is English. I speak Chinese. I happen to speak Chinese. I also happen to speak some other languages.
Right.
That's my problem. But baseline should be English.
Oh, you very Lawrence Wong, Because when he went to China, he also spoke English.
Oh yeah. Because, I mean, and that. I mean, so you talk
That
about
was a
like
flex,
national,
right?
Yeah, because you talk about national identity. That to me, like at least that should be our basis.
Right.
We are English speaking country. National language Malay lah. But English should be our working language. And if anybody wants to come in and then try to shift that needle, I'll turn and fuck off. Because no, really, you have to turn and fuck off. Because if not, you're eroding that bottom line. People have, don't you see this online? People get upset.
Yeah.
Like if you have drivers, for example, bus drivers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That one I understand. Yeah.
The sentiment is there. If people don't deal with this, because language is the most fundamental thing. How are you going to communicate?
No, but who are you going to blame? Like, whose fault is it?
You don't have to blame the government for very long because soon it'll be autonomous drivers. Then AI can respond to you in Mandarin and in English.
Actually,
and
that's true.
Different languages as well.
That's true.
And they got autonomous bus already, so stand by.
No, but you're right. I just remember now they have real-time on-the-spot translation.
You know, in Russia, there's this like machine dispensing tickets. Like they have this visual of a woman actually doing the dispensing, and you can ask questions and they'll answer AI.
Oh, damn.
Hey, so video I mean, it's like
there's a video. There's an avatar of a lady there, and you can just talk to her, and she will explain to you and translate whatever language you're speaking. So I think it's
happening.
It's cool, but I guess that will take the job of someone.
It's cool, but don't you feel sometimes also it's a bit dystopian? Like
yes,
right? Like, and this is the future that your kid's gonna grow into. Don't you sometimes feel a bit like, oh shit, like, do I really want this for the future?
That's why I say liquidate everything back out and leave.
Yeah, but sooner or later technology also gonna advance in other parts of the world. Like it's linear, you know. Like
no, if you buy your own island.
Your solutions are too expensive for the normie.
Like we different bracket.
No, okay. So my plan, right? I was thinking buy an island, have 16 villas, rent it out, then just chill lah.
I think somebody has already done that. It's called Cempeda Island.
Huh? Cempeda Island?
Really,
Yeah, I've been there.
It's
like a private. No, it's Indonesia, I think.
Taluna, right? That one.
Like it's a private island, so it's like some developer bought it, and then they have like really, I think it's like 20 plus villa only.
Oh, okay.
And then like you can just vacation there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not really a fan of this kind of island resort style because they're normally very poorly maintained. Hotels are better.
Of course, yeah.
Especially
on islands.
Villas especially. Have you tried villas in Thailand? It's shit, man.
Why? Yeah.
So let's say you get a villa for about 5 days. Value for money, cheap. You get jacuzzi, all that jazz. But the towel change is going to come right after you check out.
Oh, yo.
So you use the same towel. So villas are normally, if you want to talk about service, right, go to the hotels. breakfast lah, whatever lah. The bigger the area, the harder is it to maintain.
Okay.
So happy birthday Singapore.
Yes.
Happy SG60.
But we were ragging it so much just now.
Why?
I mean, so much of what we're saying is like, where's the patriotism? Where's the, like, we don't...
No lah, I mean, we are saying this with full of hope.
Yeah.
That, I mean, in the next few years, we see changes, we see growth,
the
we see
patriotism
development.
comes from the criticism of things because that's very Singapore.
No, but true.
If we don't give a shit about the country, we wouldn't even criticize.
Actually,
Yeah. We want to see changes lah, and hopefully someone listens in and thinks about it. But yeah, so I just want to check. We were talking about the flags, right? So I was sharing with you that this year is the first year in my whole life that I actually put up the flag.
Why?
Because my kids were really into it.
Oh,
so my wife ordered it, and it's quite cool, no? You order online, they send it to your house, but you cannot anyhow throw.
Cannot. It's an offense.
Because it's a national symbol, right?
Yes.
No, but sometimes that's one sentiment I've heard before, which is that it's so leceh, just don't do. Like, don't even own one, then you free yourself of the trouble.
Apparently in Indonesia, there's a ongoing
protest.
Huh?
Yeah, the one piece flag.
Yeah,
that they hang. So there's this one piece flag that they hang beside the national flag to protest the government
in Indonesia.
Corruption. Corruption, right? Yeah.
I mean, not just corruption per se, like inaction and not moving fast enough, not responding to the needs of the people.
They're doing it right now.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But if you were to do the same here in Singapore, you get arrested. If it has like these connotations of protest.
Hanging up any flag other than our own.
Even a one-piece flag.
Yeah, can potentially get into trouble.
If it like have some sort of meaning behind it.
There are many things in Singapore that if there's a potential for political meaning, it can be a problem.
Yes.
Okay. Is that a good thing?
Depends on who you ask.
Arguably, we are a highly policed state.
I mean, we are very securitized state. That's for sure.
Yeah. So,
and sensitive state.
Yeah.
I think we are improving. If you think about it, like,
I don't think we're improving.
No, but I think it comes with the territory.
KG just called us out.
Yeah.
Us, not us lah. I mean, the whole country is not PAP, but
no. Okay, to be fair, actually no, he didn't call the country out. He called the government out. Yeah.
He called the political party out.
Yeah, like PAP.
For like the overreacting.
And I was just having this conversation with another friend.
Okay.
And like
China guy?
No, Singapore. Lady.
Okay.
And she was saying like, actually I also don't know why PAP go and itchy butt go and say all this kind of thing. Because before PAP made that, the Petir statement and then go and like whack Pritam for going on Kalaskajat, right? She was saying like before that came out, actually Singaporeans themselves were already feeling that way. But it's because Petir go and open their stupid mouth.
Okay.
Then the whole narrative shifted into like government overreacting. Versus it's like, just shut up. Like, people have their own opinions. Let them have their own opinions.
Yeah.
But then because they open their mouth, then the whole thing shifted lah.
So how do you explain now Pritam going in Kiss 92 FM?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Which is allegedly government related.
Okay. To be fair, in that interview, he actually mentioned that he agreed to the radio interview
first
before going on.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Okay.
But then the question is, why you never plan properly? You should know the chronology, which one is happening first.
I think that man can go wherever he wants. Open world.
To me, the only sad thing is, I mean, we interviewed KJ. Right, and when we were interviewing him, he seemed to have like a warm, cold reaction to Singapore. And to my mind, this is potentially a future leader of Malaysia. Right? And he had very fond things to say about Singapore. He had many friends within the government here. But he also commented about how sometimes we are petty. Sharp elbows, and how we are sometimes quite petty about things. So I felt like, alamak, this was a waste lah. The whole situation was a waste because it will just make him feel that way about us even more.
But this is truly Singapore lah. Not truly Malaysia, truly Asia. This is truly Singapore. That's how we are. And I feel that is the DNA. That's the DNA of Singapore.
Actually,
true.
So
I think we just solved our national identity crisis.
Kanchong.
Thank you for watching. Happy birthday, Singapore.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Have a good SG60.